about the classification system in Bordeaux. There's a number of wineries in 1855 that were the finest wineries were either called a first growth, second growth, third growth, fourth growth, and fifth growth. And the higher you go up that hierarchy, the more expensive the wines are. But there's a lot of wineries that were not part of that classification system. Even though it was in 1855, most of those wineries are still rated the same today. There's been very little change in that. And those of you that bought the wine that I had put out will notice something. It's called a Medoc Cru Bourgeois Superieur. And that helps mediate for a little bit of not being part of the 1855 classification. If you buy a Bordeaux and it says Cru Bourgeois on it, like I said, this is the wines that were not part of the classifications of 1855, and it is awarded vintage by vintage for outstanding vintage. So this producer had to go to a committee, had to submit their wine in order to get that designation. Now, next year, this is the 2018, next year, they may not get that designation. So if you go and see a wine that says Cru Bourgeois on it, you know it's passed, it's a little higher quality, and it's passed through a screening process in order to earn that. You'll also see the word superior up there. This wine was made with stricter appellation rules than the appellation minimums. They did more than the minimum to make that wine, and they generally have more than the minimum amount of alcohol. I think this one has 13.5%. You can't be at the minimum, which I think is around 12.5% for the area and that sort of thing. So if you see those two words on a bottle of Bordeaux, they actually mean something. Cru Bourgeois means that there's a committee or a tasting panel that feels that this is a superior vintage for that producer, a good vintage, and a superior means they make it at a quality level that's higher than the minimum. So if you